Hello, I'm Katrina with the Palm Beach County Library System, and this is A Novel Idea. In this program, we share with you the first chapter of a work of fiction to give you a preview of the story, voice, and style of a book that's currently available to borrow from one or more of our digital collections. It's kind of like watching the pilot episode of a new TV show. If you can't wait to find out what happens next, you can check it out with your library card by following the links below. The Care and Feeding of Ravenously Hungry Girls was written by Anissa Gray and published by Berkley, an imprint of Penguin Random House. This engaging, beautifully written story was described by the Washington Post as an absorbing commentary on love, family, and forgiveness. The novel is a good fit for fans of Tayari Jones, Julia Alvarez, or Toni Morrison. You can find it as an ebook and an e-audiobook on Cloud Library. And now, The Care and Feeding of Ravenously Hungry Girls. We were hungry and lost and scared and young, and we needed religion, salvation, something to fill the anxious hollow in our chests. Maria Hornbacher, Wasted. Althea. You do a lot of thinking in jail, especially when you're locked in the box that's your cell. Mine is about as big as the walk-in closet I had back at home, but in place of leather bags and slingbacks and racks of clothes, I've got bunk beds, a stainless steel sink and toilet combo, and a compact padlocked cabinet. The cabinet's where you keep your valuables, like family pictures, commissary, and letters, including the one from your daughter that's not addressed to you. The letter that, truth be told, you can't bring yourself to read, so you've got it tucked inside the Bible that belonged to your dead mother. The Bible's the one thing you read religiously, but not for scripture. You read it for the notes written in the margins. Then, when it's lights out and you can't read anymore, you lock up the Bible in the cabinet and crawl in your bunk. The top bunk, which you're still scared of falling out of. You'd still be in the bottom bunk if it was up to you, but your new, crazy, quiet cellmate asked for that bunk in a way that made you feel like she might kill you as you slept on it if you said no. Now you lie here, wide awake, with the compact cabinet across the way and the sink and toilet combo near the foot of the bed, thinking and remembering, because that's all you've got here in the dark when sleep won't come. And it hardly ever comes. I'm usually up thinking about getting out, or what it was like before I came in, or why I did what I did, and how what I did compares to the next woman's crime. It's always me versus inmate X. I did this, but at least I didn't do that. I used to meet with a chaplain, someone who's seen everything. We'd sit in a little room that had a view to the outside, with him in his metal chair, black-shirted, white-collared, but casual, in jeans. The type who probably plays guitar to youth groups in parks. He'd sit with his elbows on his knees, leaning forward with his back to the window while I stared past his pink, freckled bald spot to the jail's front lawn and the flagpole. "Don't go comparing crimes like that," the chaplain would say. "There's no good in it, Althea. What you've done doesn't have to define you." Then what does? Only you know that. No one can tell you who you are. I stopped meeting with him. Who am I? I ask myself that question every night as I lay my head down in here. Althea Marie Butler Cochran, round dimpled face, rounding dimpled body, smooth light brown skin. There was a definition of me that went with that name, face, and body, but it's hard to see it now, even though I still look pretty much the same, except for the jailhouse weight gain. I used to think I was like a river, a mighty force of nature. A real river that I used to watch and dip my feet in, sitting out on the dock behind my house. You can't see the river from the jail, but it's out there past the barred-up windows, past the recreation yard with the basketball court, and beyond the patches of gravel and dry grass you gotta cross before getting to the fence. Go over the razor wire, go out past the woods about 20 miles or so as the crow flies. Touch down on the 2-lane road underneath you. That barrenness on either side of you is farmland waiting for its season. This road, beyond that fence and miles away as the crow flies, looks like it goes on forever because it's flat and straight and all you can see are the miles in front of you. But you're not far now. You'll see the river I'm talking about, the St. Joseph. I got baptized in that river. I got proposed to there. There's a tree on the riverbank that has, or at least used to have, me and my husband's initials, P+A forever. That river runs through the place where I was easier to define, the place that made me who I used to be. Althea Marie Butler Cochran, round dimpled face, rounding dimpled body, smooth light brown skin, wife, mother, daughter, sister, mighty force of nature.